time for another DataMiner Kata. Stay a while and listen. Hello there! Welcome to another Bringing the Thunder. As you can see, I'm standing here alone in HQ, but I'm not actually alone because I have joining me remotely, once again from the Lisbon office. I believe we should have Elton here. Elton, hello. Are you here?
Hello, Jan. How are
Hello,
you?
you are here. So today we'll be going over a new kata, a new Bringing the Thunder kata about IDP, I think it is. So a little more advanced in IDP. But before getting into that, Elton, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do here at Skyline Communications?
Yeah, my name is Ailton Luz. I'm a DevOps engineer at Skyline, working for the data acquisition, and we try to make some nice things such as the IDP and data API or
I love
scripted
that.
connectors. So
Try to make some nice things.
yes,
That's
yeah.
excellent.
Sometimes we break things also. So
Oh no, but then you make them even nicer because of it, of
yeah.
course. Yeah. Okay, so today, Elton, you've prepared an exercise for us, a tutorial we can all follow along with. Are there any prerequisites, something we should have looked at beforehand or something we should install beforehand or?
Yes. Today we are looking to IDP. Yeah, one of the advanced topics of IDP is the configuration management. Yeah, how we can retrieve a configuration from a device and store it, and then later on apply it or see how the configuration evolves during time. So
Okay.
for prerequisites, we'll need IDP, of course. So we have to install it, and there is a minimum DataMiner version for it. That's the 10.3.0.
Yeah, okay. Indeed, I think we saw the basics of that in an earlier kata with Michiel Oda, who
Yes.
showed us like the basics of how to install IDP. I think 10.4 was the requirement, or 10.3.0 indeed.
Yeah.
And
10.3. Yes.
all of that, I would say if you haven't seen that kata yet, let's look at that one. We'll pause here, come back, and then we can continue with the next thing, which is, as you mentioned, Elton, so more about configuration. So I'm guessing this is configuration as in when you provision or install an element, you already do some sets on there and you already changed some parameters. Is that what I'm looking at or something else?
More or less on those lines, but more on the, let's imagine you have a switch, a
Okay.
Cisco switch, and usually you do a show configuration, show running config, and in this case in the command line to see that configuration the device is running at that moment. What IDP does, it's more or less to retrieve that configuration from the device, yes,
Okay.
and store it.
Okay, like that, I see.
Yes,
Okay.
or yes, you can also retrieve what the parameters you have on your element and store it in the file, and IDP cannot do that one. So you can also save the, let's say, your
Right,
location.
a kind of an export almost of some of the
Yeah.
configs. Okay, well, sounds fun, sounds exciting. Let's have a look. What's the first step? What do we do?
Yeah, the first step here, we need a element to retrieve that configuration file.
Yeah.
So if we go to inventory and then manage, as you can see, I have no elements here that I can't retrieve that configuration file. So what I'll do, I have already created an element, this Kata element, this simple one, that uses the generic switch connector. This connected here. This is an example I will use, but you can use any other connector. That's on your choice.
So prerequisite is have an element.
Yes, have an element.
In this case, the switch. So technically, someone could grab that from the catalog and also make a dummy element. Or
Yeah, and create it. So we have our element, but on IDP, everything starts with a CI type. So you have to create a CI type. So go to the admin CI types. We just disable that one. I have no CI type create. But instead of creating one from scratch, I will generate one based on that connector. So you have here the generic switch connector I showed previously. So just enter the version status production. We'll click on generate. And we have our CI type.
Okay.
Yes, you don't have to worry at the moment much about things. Then if we go back to inventory manage, as you can see, I don't have yet my elements. So I go to the unmanaged elements. You can see I have it here and detected CI types.
Okay.
There the generic switch that we created months ago. So if I click manage,
Okay.
wait, okay. Now we have our element managed by IDP. IDP now can do things on top of this
Right.
element.
So that was an element that was not provisioned with IDP,
yes.
but you now added it to the list of known elements that are managed by IDP. And now you
Yes.
can do things on that element with IDP. Otherwise, you could not access it or do things with it. Right?
Yes, right.
Okay. I'm following. Excellent. Okay.
This is the first step. Yeah.
Yes.
The second step also is that we need a place to store that configuration. In this case, a configuration archive, our shared folder. So
Okay.
we need to configure it. So if you go to admin and configuration, as you can see, I have the DataMiner configuration archive already configured. So, but the user will need to put the username, the password, the path where to store those configurations, and then click connect.
Right. So it's pretty much a folder location on that
Yes.
agent, or okay.
Yes, and because of this archive, this tutorial cannot be followed in a DAS system verifier because there we cannot access the file system.
Right. Okay. Because
or
you
this
need
thing.
access to the file system for this
Yes.
particular tutorial. Okay. So for this one, an actual VM or an agent running there
Yes.
will be needed for this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have our element, have the configuration archive configured. So a simple step. So now we move to, okay, how that IDP takes that configuration.
Yeah. Can I jump in real quick? I just
Yes.
thought of a question.
Yes,
The
yeah.
DataMiner configuration archive. So you're providing a path to a folder location.
Yes.
Could you use the documents folder from DataMiner? Because
yes.
if you can, then you technically maybe on a DAS setup could also do it, because then you have access to it through the DataMiner documents tab, or is that, or I'm going out of
I
putting
didn't
you on
try
the
it
spot.
on DAS. Technically, in my local system, it's possible because I can access the file system. On DAS, I don't know what are the requisites of the user that it's running in DataMiner. If you have full administrative rights, it can, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, just something I was thinking of, because you don't have access to the file system, but you have access to the documents folder within.
Documents,
So maybe. Anyway,
yes,
someone
maybe.
following along, test it out and let us know. All right. Sorry, I interrupted you, man. Let's keep going.
Okay. We have this IDP. When we install it, it comes with a set of custom scripts. And in those scripts, what allow us then to retrieve that configuration.
Okay.
So to retrieve configuration, also for software update, help us to do that. So if we go to our automation, let's go and extend it out. Go to configuration management. We have here two folders, backup and default. Today we'll look on the backup. And we have this example backup script.
Okay.
So this backup script, have a set of steps we can follow and just change one or two lines of code. And we have a script that is capable of taking the configuration from the element and send it to IDP. So basically the step here is to duplicate the script. and then
Okay.
start making changes on it. I have one here already duplicated, so just
All
to
right.
speed up things, and have it open on Visual Studio. Let me share Visual Studio here. So as
Okay.
here we try to initialize a couple of objects, the backup input data. Those are the input parameters that we receive here.
Yes, from the script, from the
Yeah,
automation script.
from the script, we load them, we put them in the backup manager. So then we just notify IDP, look, IDP, we start taking the configuration backup. Then we take our configuration backup, and if it succeeded, we notify IDP backup, yeah, we finish it successfully. Or
Okay.
otherwise, if there is failures, we also notify that to IDP. So IDP is aware of the situation and the stage. So if we go
All right.
back into this method, go inside it, you can see it has multiple methods. Those are multiple ways to retrieve that configuration.
Yeah, full
But
backup, full
yeah,
device, core, and so on.
yeah,
Okay.
correct. But for today, for our demo, we only use the full backup for the first method. Yeah, that's
Okay.
send backup to IDP. So we'll just comment all these ones. We don't need that.
Okay.
And
I see.
also this one, don't need it.
All right. So the example that's installed together with IEP, you can duplicate it and then
Yes.
you edit it by removing or adding some commented code, which is already
Yeah.
pre-prepared, and maybe a few small changes. But then that script is what is used to take a backup of your system of anything that IDP manages.
Yes.
Am I following?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have here the backup device, and this method get device for us. This one will read two parameters, 1 and 2 from the element,
Okay.
and then send it to IDP.
Okay, so that is a piece of custom code that you would
Yes.
write then for every connector that you say, okay, these are the things we want to grab and save as a backup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
In this
in
case,
this,
1 and
yeah,
2.
in this demo, we will just retrieve those parameters from the. Let me just go to here. The Kata, and you have these two parameters. We will retrieve them, the system contact and the system location. 502, 504. So we go back to our script. We change those two.
All right. Okay. So it's
Yes.
not 1 and 2, it's actual
No.
502 and
Yes.
what was it, 503?
And 404. Yes.
4.
And here we are done. We just need to push this to DataMiner.
Yeah.
Publish it using the DIS and go back to DataMiner and our script. Briefly.
Should be updated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
We
there
have
it
those
is.
lines comment.
So indeed a nice quick example as well of
Yes.
DataMiner Integration Studio and quickly doing a publish
Yes.
directly on your agent. Love it. Always great to see. So
Yes.
it's in there, no errors.
No
now we
errors.
have
It's ready.
okay.
Now we have our script ready that will read those parameters from the element and send them to IDP. But our CI type is not aware of the script yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we need to make it aware. So probably in the configuration of
the CI
IDP
type.
there.
Yes. If we move to the management, to the
Okay.
configuration management here, you see that backup script. You can change it and select the script.
And it gives you a drop down of
Yes.
all of the
All of
duplicates. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yeah. And here, and also the backup is enabled. Here we are now ready to take our first configuration backup. So now if we move to configuration here on top and summary, we have this table that will list all the CI tab that have the backup enabled.
Okay.
So,
right.
if we go back again, we have this the toggle, the backup. If we disable it and go back,
It should be gone from
yeah,
there.
it should be gone.
Okay.
So we enable it. So go back. We have it here.
Okay.
Okay, and here we just need to click, select the element, click backup, and select the type of the backup. Yeah, golden, running, and startup.
Golden.
Yes.
What's golden? I gotta ask.
Yeah, it's the configuration. It's the base of the base. So basically, the device needs to be running that. Let's say that.
Okay, so golden means the device has to be running, or was it?
Yeah, the golden means that that configuration is important for the user or for that device. Yeah, that's
all right. Kind of a priority thing.
Then we have the startup. That's okay when the device starts. That's the configuration it starts with. Then we have the running config. So that's the running configuration. We probably the user there will be making changes to the device, but those are not stored in the startup config.
Okay. Okay. So which one do we need to pick for this
exercise? Say go to the running.
Okay.
I think the golden one is not. Then we click that, finish, and see the updates. The progress is updated. Configuration backup is finished.
Okay. 140 milliseconds. Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It had to do, so it's quick.
Yeah, we just reduced the parameters, and here we have our backup tape, so we can show the backups.
Okay, so it gives you an overview of the backups. I can see there a compare button. What does that do? Does that allow you to compare the changes?
Yeah, it helps to compare this backup with another one to see
cool.
how they compare. Yeah. We can go that in a moment, but if we go to show the content, click show button, you can see the content that we retrieved.
All right, so those were the set parameters indeed that we saw with the location and the the default SNMP parameters there. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Those.
Cool.
Parameters. Since you mentioned the compare, if I put the Belgium, we change the location.
Suddenly, Elton moves to Belgium in a blink of an eye. And the server flies.
And we take another backup.
Yeah.
We can finish. Yeah, it's finished.
Okay.
And show the backup. Here we have two now.
Okay.
The one, taken 1 minute ago, and the recent one, and we can compare them. This one.
Okay, so then you can
select that and compare. So.
Did you select the same one? Maybe you selected.
No, select. 125, 124. Those should be.
It's because I asked. Yeah, there we go. It's because it always happens. Don't worry. It's because I ask things that people don't prepare for, and look, I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
You can. It's fine. It's fine. But look, hey man, you got it nicely on screen there. So, that's epic. Cool.
Yeah, and we got the difference.
So that was pretty fun to see. Anything else on your site you still want to show? Any next steps that you want to do, or?
No, for the user to start with configuration backup. Should be the steps to follow.
Yeah, it's awesome. So in the previous Kata, we saw the provisioning, creating of the elements. That was awesome. And how the continuation was pretty fun as well. In IDP, we just saw how you can set up a configuration, how you can import an existing element. So it's managed by IDP. That was the first step, I believe we did. Yes. And then after that, we adjusted that script to say, what do you do when you take a backup? And IDP then allows you to take those backups, compare them, and does it allow you to put them back as well?
Yes, it does allow, but that will be for next Kata that we have the configuration update and also the default. that will
Sounds
allow us to
sounds
start
great.
like
So
yes.
something to look forward to,
Yes.
something to tease us a little and then look forward to. That's amazing. Okay, Elton. Well, I check your hand, but you're not next to me, so I'll virtually shake your hand. Thank you very much
Yep.
for showing us this. Should we take a screenshot of what page for points? Let's
Yes.
consider.
Yeah. For the tutorial,
Yes.
and send the screenshot of the show content. So if you click in show backups,
Ah, okay. Yeah. So if people are doing indeed the kata, take a screenshot of your show the backups in the configuration to show you that you've taken such a backup accurately. You might have a few of them. That's fine. So yeah, send that in to all the usual channels. We'll get you your DevOps points. If you are watching this from YouTube from YouTube, then make sure to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you're always aware of any new videos. Yeah, and other than that, also this amazing shirt. If you want something like that, don't forget to send in any burning questions to thunder@skyline.be, because I'm doing a few AMA sessions that you might see pop up occasionally. Other than that, I think I'll catch you all later and have a nice one.